Hi everybody, these are directions to our first lab with motion that we're going to do. You're going to need a ball bearing that you're going to need to keep track of. You're going to need a ruler that's got a little groove down it because that's what we're going to roll our ball bearing in. You're only going to need a small amount of clay. You're going to need some graph paper and you're going to make a table, what we'll show you in just a minute. And what we're going to do is we're going to set our ramp up on the clay, and one thing you will notice is we are not making a steep ramp at all. If you make a steep ramp, this won't work. We really need our ball to roll very slowly so you can get an idea of just how little ramp we have here. Now we're going to do two ramps. We're going to do a low ramp and a high ramp, but our high ramp is going to be just a little higher. If the ball rolls fast, you cannot do this. Now, the other part of this you need to see is your ruler, the end of your ruler needs to come right out to the line of the first boxes of centimeters on this centimeter graph paper. And what you're going to do, and you're just going to use your mouth basically as a stopwatch. This won't work with a stopwatch. You're going to hold your ball bearing at, say, the 3-inch line. Do not take it clear to the end of the ruler because, again, it'll get too much speed. And what we're going to do is we're going to release it. It's going to roll onto the graph paper. As soon as it hits the graph paper, we're going to go 1/1000. And here's the tricky part. At 1/1000, you're going to try and put your finger right where the ball was at that time. Now, the tricky part on this is I'll do it once and show you how I hope to do it. We just go 1/1000, and I put my finger right there. And then I count up my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 centimeter squares that it went during that 1/1000. I'll show you how to do the table in just a minute. Here is a pitfall of doing this, and that's where you put the ball bearing down like this, and you let it go, and you go 1/1000, but you keep chasing the ball with your finger as you do that, which means you're actually going further than the ball went in a second. So that's the tricky part, and it is just a little bit tricky, but as long as the ball's not moving too fast, it's not too bad to do. So let's do it one more time. I'll get the measurement, and then I'll show you how to put it in the table. So we're simply going to let it go, and I'll go 1/1000, and I had it right there last time. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of these centimeter squares that it went in 1 second. So if we come around here to our table that we'll need to make, this is going to be for our low ramp, and we just said it went 11 of those squares, I believe, in 1 second, so we just go 11. Now you can see we're going to do 10 trials of this, and if you're doing well, they won't turn out exactly the same because there's so much slop in how we're doing it, but they should turn out pretty close to the same. In other words, if you're getting 11 and then 23 and then 4, you need to think about how you're doing this because obviously we should get pretty similar marks every time. And then when you're done, you're going to find your average time distance it went in 1 second, and then you're going to make a second table for a ramp that is a little bit higher. You need to release this at the same point on both ramps though. So you saw that I did this at 3 inches. When you get your higher ramp, it also has to be started at 3 inches. And don't get one that's really steep. If the ball goes really fast, in a second it's going to roll off your paper and this won't work. So that is today's lab. Happy ball rolling, everyone.